クリスタルの導くままに。
Yo, what's happening? Lad here. Back at it again with a new traveler. This time, another collaboration with Bravely Default, but part 2. Now, the first traveler of the two being released this week is Gloria. She is an ice and light cleric of the famed faction and hailing from the members of Bravely Default 2. As a cleric, she's rather underwhelming. Almost all of her skills are things that we've seen before, so she doesn't bring much to the table as a new traveler. But with that, let's go ahead and check her out. Yu Shimomura is our VA. In this list, I do recognize a few. Firstly, she voices Annie from Attack of Titan, then the legendary Zelda, and Cindy from Final Fantasy 15. Seems like most of her roles are the serious sounding female characters. Pretty cool. Let's move over to Gloria's notable damaging skills. Her first attack is a SP cost of 96. It's a 3-hit AoE ice elemental damage attack, potency 65, and if she has a HP barrier on, this gets one more hit, and also a plus 15% to physical and elemental defense to the front row for 2 turns. Her second attack is an SP cost of 70. It's a 3-hit AoE light elemental damage attack, potency of 65. With an HP barrier on, this again gets a plus 1 hit, and she gives all enemies a 15% physical and elemental defense down for 2 turns. Next, her spore skills. Her first one is an SP cost of 15. It's a single target cure status ailments and gives immunity. At max boost, this reaches the front row for 1 of 4 turns depending on the boost level. Her second support ability is a 14 SP cost. It's a 10% single target elemental attack and crit up, and ability to crit with elemental skills. And at max boost, this reaches the entire front row. The third ability is a SP cost of 60, Preservation. It's a revive or auto revive, 20% to 100% depending on the boost level, and you can use this 4 times per battle. And then her last support skill, which is her TP skill, is a SP cost of 300. Every 3 turns after the skill is used for the front row, she restores 100% of their HP, and she also restores 50% of their max SP and 3 BP. For her EX skill, after turn 6 and 2 usages, it's a 3-hit AoE elemental light damage, one save 80, and reduces the damage of the entire front row taken from some attacks by 100%. For her ultimate, from level 1 to level 10, the front row gets auto revive, 15% at level 1 and 20% at level 10. She also restores the front row's HP, potency at 200 level 1 and 250 at level 10, and she also gives them the HP regen, potency at 60 level 1 and 80 at level 10, and she also gives the front row a elemental attack 5% at level 1 and 10% at level 10 for 2 turns. Next, her passives. Her first one, she gives an HP barrier 20% of their max HP when restoring HP while the ally is at max HP. Her second passive, while she's in the front row, she gives a 15% elemental attack and crit, and also ice and light damage to the front row, and at 6 stars, this becomes 20%. For her third passive, when she uses an attack skill, she reduces the entire front row's damage by 30%. Then she has a 20% in dark resistance and 10 in light. Taking a look at her stats, nothing really stands out. Her elemental attack is on the higher side, but her role is mainly of support. Next, for the main question, should you pull? For the future standards, she's lacking in a lot of areas. There's gonna be a future apothecary that eventually will replace Rinyu, EX Ilani, and even Gloria. So if you currently have Rinyu or EX Primrose or even Ophelia, you really don't need a pull for Gloria. Her A4 accessory is an 82 elemental attack and 60 to SP. It also gives the front row a HP barrier, 25%, and a max HP. This extends buffs casted from that traveler by 1 turn. This is nice, especially the extension of 1 turn. The other stats and effects are good as well, but as she's a collaboration traveler, this isn't worth chasing after, as recall that collab units do not get their awakening stones placed in the exchange tab. I would chase after Hasuma's A4 accessory or EX Primrose's A4 accessory, and as they're both general pull units, they're easier to obtain. Her TP skill, which has a cost of 300 SP, is nice and gives her front row a huge recovery along with 3 BP, but it has a 3-turn delay until it comes. And that might be 1 turn too early or 1 turn too late, depending on your team. So it requires you to play around that skill to fully maximize it. Her EX skill is also good, as it reduces most damage by 100% for 1 hit, but one of the downfalls of that is that it's only after turn 6. Next, let's move over to longevity. I don't see her being used in the future. If you don't have a dedicated healer, then of course she's gonna have. But again, if you're free to play, EX Primrose is still a really good traveler to have. As we venture forward, more and more travelers will come out and will easily replace her. So with that, let's go ahead and finish up. If they're designed 4 out of 5, she kinda looks like Ophelia with a more serious tone. I haven't played any of the Bravely Default series, so I'm not familiar with these characters. They do look pretty cool though. For her VA, 5 out of 5, she voices Zelda, and that's all we need. Abilities, 2.75. Her abilities are nice to have, but nothing game-breaking or anything special that brings anything new to the table. Longevity, 2.5 out of 5, as again, she is the newest supporting cleric. She'll have some usage, but other supports in the game can still give her a run for her money. Global buff, 0 out of 5, she didn't get any. Time limited, yes, 0 out of 5. She's part of a collaboration. Overall impression, the serious Ophelia, 2.5. She's just a little bit better compared to the current supports and healers that we have. Her passive, which gives a HP barrier, is decent. It requires the ally to already be at max HP for only a 20% HP barrier, which kinda even defeats the purpose of even restoring HP. Her TP passive, which gives the front row a 30% damage reduction for 1 turn after she uses an attacking ability, is nice, but sadly it's not all that great. And if all that was it for Gloria. Let me know if you'd be pulling. Right now I'm good on support and healing, as Rinyu, EX Lani, and EX Primos do what I want. Anyways, that was it for Gloria. I'll catch you next time. Take care of yourself. Let out.